debate, even after 10 months or 11 months of seeking a debate, and it's not really a debate because it's statements. No questions, no answers. And I'm delighted that Minister O'Gorman has finally arrived in the chamber for this debate. And you talk about misinformation and disinformation. None of you had scripts today, the ministers, I hope Minister O'Gorman has. None of you had scripts. You've been asked for them, so we can't fact check them. One minister told us there was 103,000 Ukrainians here, while Minister O'Brien, and you can correct this, said there was 75,000 Ukrainians here. So which is which? I mean, you talk about misinformation. You have made a complete hames of this. As I said, Minister Harris was here, was talking about health and education and everything else. They're not there for our own people, not to mind to say for the amounts you want to bring in. So I want to just refer to a PQ minister that I got back from you recently, and and Minister for Justice. The figures provided to me showed that in 2018 there were 895 undocumented arrivals. This increased to 1,570 in 2019. Incidentally, when Minister Ring was in Cabinet and he said we needed a debate urgently. But you've ignored this for all along. So the numbers of undocumented arrivals increased to 2,982 in 2021 before reaching 4,968 in 2022 and onwards and onwards. And this only counts what your question only replies comes to Dublin Airport. Not the ports, not Belfast, not anyplace else. Just fascinating that you can't give us those figures. The Gardaí are supposed to be monitoring the ports and another agency monitoring the Dublin Airport. You're talking about finding the airlines down to send people to Exeter to stop people coming in. Nobody in Ireland can go anywhere without a proper documentation on a plane, and rightly so. And Kate Dulci's, I want to say, I welcome migrants and I deal with them every day of the week, and I assist companies through your different departments to try and get work visas and work permits, and they play a very important part in this country, and they're very welcome in this country. And can I say about Ross Gray and the misinformation that has been spread here and peddled here? Ordinary, decent people, and I later have to blame the Gardaí and you, Minister, and the Garda Commissioner Harris, who decided to force those children to. Didn't ask for a mediator, didn't ask someone public rep to mediate, nothing. It was just a show of strength, blackguarded ordinary people. There wasn't a far-right person there in that town, and everybody, no one was here behind me. She attended there also another day, and ordinary people, and they've been denigrated by people in this house and elsewhere. And I'm not going to listen to the ex-deputy Cairns and the deputies from the Labour Party and others. It's funny that the PDP didn't even come in to the debate today, or so-called debate. So it's a phony argument. And if you think that blaming people and demonising them as far right is going to solve this problem, it's not. It's been ham-fisted, it's been erratic, and it's been left to two ministers there to your left, Minister O'Gorman and O'Brien. And I want to thank them for engaging with me all the time, and very helpful engagement. But she fled to the hills, no answers. And you misinformation today by telling different figures, all the different ministers that came in, and none of you had a script. Are you afraid that we might read it tomorrow and remind you what you said? I can't understand that. Timber's only that scarce that you won't cut down after he's cut down to give us a script. But this situation is delicate, it's emotive, but it needs to be dealt with. The people out there are yearning for information, they're not getting it. I want you, Minister O'Gorman, to answer me, how many persons in your department have you in the public engagement team? I believe it's very, very little. I want to also ask you, when are you going to grind up thinking and put services in place? And I want to demand of you to stop and ask you, Minister O'Gorman, to meet the people in Ross Gray, and you won't find a far-right person there. Decent people who've been demonised and blackguarded. Imagine taking away their hotel. Only social outlet they have in the town left. They've taken in 80% of the IPAS people in Tipperary already in that town. They have many, many hundreds of people working in that town in factories and everything else have all been integrated and will continue to do so. But this is not a way to deal with people. So I'm asking Minister O'Gorman to please meet with those good people in Ross Gray, a deputation from them.